In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get rich quick. I'm going to tell you the 4 steps. And before we get started, just kidding, because it's not possible to get rich quick. It was clickbait, but what I can tell you is I can teach you how to start a business in 4 steps. Real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Zach Pasquarello. I have a bookkeeping business. I make 6 figures every year in my business, and I teach people how to start and grow their own business. So getting rich quick might be a dream that's sold on the internet to some people, and it's really not possible unless you get really, really lucky. But for the majority of us, getting rich quick is not going to happen. So starting a business takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of hard work. But real quick, I'm going to give you the 4-step process that I used when I started my business, and you can use it too. Okay, so the very first step to starting a business is you need to come up with something to sell. You need to sell either a service or a product or access to something, and let me explain what that means. And you want to do a couple things before you pick something. First of all, I would recommend try to pick something that you're passionate about. For me, I love bookkeeping and I love accounting. I am definitely passionate about it. So pick something that you enjoy, pick something that you're passionate about. Pick something that you can sell that is necessary in our society today. Pick something that has an audience or a list of customers or clients who are actually willing to buy that from you. For me, I help people do their taxes. That's necessary because everybody needs to file their taxes. Okay, so an example of something to sell would be a product. And an example of selling a product would be, think about a restaurant or think about a hardware store. Restaurant like McDonald's, obviously they sell cheeseburgers. A hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, they sell screws, nails, and everything hardware. So come up with a product that you want to sell. You don't need to sell a product. You can also offer a service. Like for me, I offer bookkeeping services, or maybe you're a plumber or an electrician, or maybe you want to offer a math tutor service. These are just some examples. Obviously, you can sell any product, you can sell any service. The big thing to remember is that pick something that you are passionate about, something you are interested in, something you know a lot about, and also pick something that people are actually willing to pay for. Okay, another thing that you can sell is you can sell access to something, such as real estate investor. If you buy a house, you can provide access for somebody to live in that house, or you can start a gym and you can provide access where people can come to your gym and work out. These are kind of a different thing that you can sell that's not necessarily a service, definitely not a product, but you can provide access to something for somebody. So in my opinion, there might be other categories, but for most people starting a business, they're probably either going to sell a service, a product, or access to something. And whatever, before you think about starting a business, try to come up with something that you want to sell. Try to come up with something that you're able to sell, and spend the first month or the first 2 months learning about how to do that. So research on how to start a gym, research on the real estate market, research on how to become a bookkeeper, learn the necessary software, learn the necessary skills, and spend maybe 1 to 2 months learning how to do those things. You want to do a little bit of research up front, but don't do so much research that 6 months, 12 months, 3 years go by and you never start anything. So do a little bit of research and then get started on step number 2. Okay, so step number 2 in starting a business is you need to understand and learn marketing and sales. So first of all, learn a product, learn a service, and figure out how to do that, how to deliver that. And then once you've figured out what you want to sell, now you need to learn how to do marketing and how to do sales. So everybody's on social media right now, and this is the best opportunity for you to reach literally thousands of people every single day all over the country. You can create marketing content on social media, and you can promote your product, you can promote your service, and most of the time you can do it for free. So if you're just getting started, you don't have a ton of money, I recommend try to create social media marketing content on your own. You don't need to pay somebody a ton of money to do it for you. Learn how to do it and then create the content on your own. Another thing you can do on the internet to promote your business is come up with a website, learn how to do SEO through your website, search engine optimization. That way, whenever people search for your product or your service on Google, your website pops up first. And then you can also create a blog. It's helpful to write a blog maybe once a week or maybe a couple times a month. And blogging on your website actually helps with search engine optimization. Do some market research, figure out what your potential client or your potential customer is Googling, what kind of problems they have, what kind of questions they have, and then answer those questions and solve those problems in your blog. That way, whenever people go to Google, asking those questions, your blog shows up, they get redirected to your website because you have good search engine optimization, and then people find the services that you provide or they buy the products that you sell on your website. Okay, another option for marketing is PPC, pay per click. And this is going to require some money up front. And I recommend do your research before you dump a ton of money into this, because if you do Facebook or Google ads, you can expect to pay $500 a month on paid per click ads. And if you don't do it correctly, you're going to waste your money, and the people that click on your ads aren't actually going to buy your service or product. So this requires money. It's not free like social media is and blogging is, but you can drive a ton of results doing pay-per-click advertising, but it might not be the best option if you don't want to spend money in the beginning. To be honest with you, I've had my business for 3 years. I've never done paid per click advertising. So that just means that it's possible to start a 6-figure business without spending money on advertising. Okay, so that's kind of a crash course on marketing. Obviously, there's a ton of other ways that you can do marketing, but those are 3 really popular big examples for marketing. Okay, now when it comes to sales, you can only rely on marketing so much. You're creating content, you're getting your name out there, you're establishing a presence on social media. You can only rely on marketing so much because only so many people are going to come to you to buy your service and product. In the beginning, especially, you're going to need to do some sales. You're going to need to reach out to people. And there's 4 different ways that you can do this. You can start off with in-person sales, which in my opinion is a waste of time. It's not very efficient. You're going to spend 20 minutes driving from location to location, and you're just going to waste an entire day talking to 4 or 5 people. So I think in-person sales, at least for my business and for the majority of businesses that I see starting up, in-person sales just aren't really the best way to do it. A phone call is probably also a big waste of time. The only reason I would ever recommend doing a phone call is if you want to practice your sales pitch. So you could call a couple people, you could practice talking to them, you could practice getting hung up on, getting yelled at, getting rejected. That's great to build your confidence whenever you're selling, but still a phone call, in my opinion, is probably a waste of time. Now, email and social media DMs, I think, are the best way that you can do sales. And the best way for email marketing is to develop a product like a digital download or a free tutorial or a video course. Develop a product that you can promote on the internet, get people to sign up for, get people to download, and then you're going to get their email address and obviously make the product or the digital download relevant to the service that you provide. But come up with a product that you can promote and get people to download and submit their email address and sign up for. And then you can get their email address and then you can add them to your marketing campaign, and you can send out emails weekly or monthly. And you can establish some sort of email marketing campaign. You can promote your services, and also with a blog, you can get people to subscribe to your blog. And then once you develop your email marketing list, then you can send out a campaign and promote your services through emails. Or you can just search for businesses one at a time and collect their email addresses, and then just email those business owners or email those people that are your potential customers and clients, and then you can sell to them. And the final way to do it is social media DM. So for me, I love Facebook. I friend request a bunch of business owners who are local to central Pennsylvania, and I send them a DM. I keep it super short. I keep it super simple. I say, hey, I'm an accountant. Let me know if you ever need help with your bookkeeping, QuickBooks, or taxes. That's all I say in my social media DMs. And I usually wait until we've been friends for like 30 days. That way they see my marketing content first, and then they've learned who I am. They know who I am. And then I send them a DM on social media. So they already know who I am. I'm not some stranger. I'm not some random dude sending them a message. I wait 30 days after we become friends, and then I send them that. So step number 1, learning about the product or service that you're going to sell is probably the easiest step. It's going to take you 1 or 2 months to do your research and learn about the product or service. Marketing and sales is going to be the hardest thing, because getting clients, getting customers is going to be the hardest part about your business. And this is probably going to take 3 to 5 months, but you can do this almost immediately. As soon as you figure out what you want to sell, as soon as you figure out the product or service that you're going to provide, you can immediately start marketing and selling. You can get a website, you can get a Facebook profile, you can get a Google My Business profile, you can start blogging, you can start messaging people and emailing people. You can start marketing and selling right away, and you should, because it's going to take you a long time to get clients. So start this early and do this often. Okay, now the third step in starting a business is delivering customer service, and you need to deliver high quality A+ customer service, because you're much better off keeping a client than you are losing a client and getting a new client. So obviously you cannot provide high quality customer service until you get a client, and you can't get a client until you do marketing and sales, and there's no point in doing marketing and sales until you have a service or a product to sell. So that's why you need to go in this order: step 1, step 2, and then step number 3 is delivering high quality A+ customer service. Okay, so you've spent 1 to 2 months learning about the service that you're going to provide, and then you've spent about 3 to 4 months marketing and selling that service, and then you finally get your first customer, and this customer is your number 1 priority. Every single day, you should be doing everything you possibly can to make that customer happy and to deliver the highest quality possible customer service, because you want to do everything you can to keep that first client. Because word of mouth referrals are going to be the best way that you get new clients. So by delivering high quality A+ customer service, you do 2 things. You keep your current client, so you keep the person who's paying you money, so you keep your current client, and then through word of mouth, you get a second client. And now you have 2 clients. And by delivering A+ customer service, you keep 2 clients and they both tell somebody, and then you get 2 more clients. So now you have 4 clients. And so through word of mouth, you can see that your business just exponentially grows, and your customers and your clients do the selling for you. So you should, as your business grows, you should be spending more time delivering customer service and actually providing that service than you are marketing and selling. And all of this is for just a solo entrepreneur. I'm not talking about businesses that have 5 or 10 employees. I'm just talking about one person delivering the service or making the product and selling that to their customers and clients. Okay, I know it's probably cliche, but step number 4 is hard work. And the reason I included hard work into this 4-step process is because so many people on the internet try to sell this idea that starting a business is easy, and that you're in a couple months, you're going to quit your full-time job, you're going to work remotely, you're going to spend a couple hours a day working, and you're going to make 6 figures. And I'm here to tell you that might happen for 1 or 2 people, but I promise you that is not the majority of small business owners. It is really, really hard to start and grow a successful business. Okay, so for the first 4 to 6 months, you are probably going to need to keep your full-time job, and you're going to need to work on your side hustle. So what that means is every second of the day, you need to be focused. You might need to wake up early and you need to focus on your business. You might have a 30-minute lunch break and you need to stay focused on how to create marketing content. Or in the evenings, you need to focus on providing A+ customer service to your current clients. So every second of the day that you're not doing your full-time job in the first 4 to 6 months, you need to focus on your business. And then on the weekends, you're going to need to sacrifice. On holidays, you might need to sacrifice time with friends and family, because the first 4 to 6 months, you're going to work really, really hard to create your business. I'm saying all this not to scare you, but just to manage your expectations and to keep perspectives realistic, that starting a business is not just going to be a couple weeks of work and then all of a sudden you have this thing that you can sell for 6 figures and you've created this dream life. Like, it's going to require a ton of hard work. Okay, the last thing I'm going to say is after the first 4 to 6 months, you might be in a position to quit your full-time job. And now for the next 6 to 18 months, you need to be focused 100% on growing your business, which means spending 10-hour days, 5 days a week, no nonsense working on your business. You need to treat your full-time business like your full-time job. And the entire day is going to be committed to providing customer service to your current clients, and then marketing and sales for any second of the day that you're not working on current clients. So marketing and sales to get more clients, and then you work on those clients, and then marketing and sales to get new clients, and then any second of the day that you're not working on current clients, you're trying to find new clients.